And we're between missions. Hello. Got an urgent topic, apparently. Itsuki, you've been doing great lately, and that's why I prepared your third mission today. That's Maiko. You'll never guess who I got to coach you this time. Go on, guess. Of course, it's a secret until you get there. And then like a little emoticon heart and then a map, and I accidentally pressed the wrong button real quick. Hang on a second. And we're back. You can start the lesson whenever you want. It's convenient to you. Use Uzame, all that stuff. There we go. Oh, it faded to black for a minute there and took my phone away. That was a weird moment for me. Wow, we have a lot of messages. Okay, first off, let's just get Unity stuff out of the way. New Carnage for Itsuki, and new Radiant skill for Momori. And Momori's new Radiant skill, she gets Riberama and Endless Act. Let's talk to Momori. Wow, even Barry and Momori are suddenly on this thing. So suddenly I've got a ton of faces on this little phone on my gamepad. Momori says, "Hello, this is Momori. I heard you had a topic account from Tsubasa and she gave me your contact. I hope you don't mind me contacting you like this. It'd make me happy if you'd message me from time to time." You can't send people messages in this game, right? I don't think so. I just get talked at people everyone just talks at me all the time, for the most part. Tiki says, "Kiria's so good, no matter what she's singing." I think she's talking about the fact that Kiria sang that theme song. Then we have Barry. "Itsuki, you've got some guts to start messaging Momori without my permission. Barry goes wherever Momori goes. If you ever make Momori cry, there'll be hell to pay, don't forget it." And then like an angry image of what I can only imagine is probably the princess from that anime that he watches, clutching like a spear or a scepter and making like the weird like eye mouth, that like capital I shaped mouth with like the poofy cheeks of frustration and anger or dedication or something. I don't know. Anime. So at that point, I'm probably gonna want to head back to town. Back to Fortuna office. Might as well unlock our Radiant skills and so on, and check in on who we have. I'll probably ignore the side objectives. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say I'll probably ignore trying to unlock side objectives by raising people's stage ranks and stuff like that, because oftentimes that stuff just unlocks mid-mission. I can just take care of it later. But suddenly I have side objectives for both Barry and Tiki all of a sudden. So I guess I'll deal with those. Tiki says, "New side stories available. Hey big brother, there's something I want to ask you to do for me. Could you come to the Bloom Palace? And then there's a map, as if I need a map to the Bloom Palace of all places. Are we healed yet? I don't know if the chapter transition automatically healed us. Alright. Head over to Tiki then. First I'll try to unlock stuff, especially above all else I want to unlock my next Carnage weapon so that any experience we get is not wasted. And then I'll also grab the Radiance, so I'll see if I can... Oh, hello new character. "I would humbly express my gratitude for saving me, but I beg your pardon. I wish a moment to collect myself. May I be alone?" Okay, I'll come back later. I'll look around a little bit, but I feel like whenever you talk to people that are just standing around, I feel like the dialogue is always really skippable. "So, about the plushie you repaired. You might just have made it even more precious to her." Yeah, they really just mostly reiterate stuff you already know about various interactions we've had so far. "Ah, she yet subsists, but the true meaning of romance still eludes her. She still has far to go before she can be a true lady." Learning from any potential teacher, even one unusually feline, I suppose there are some things Tsubasa can do that I cannot. "Crom, I want to ask you something. What are those clothes that appear on us during battle? I've never seen them before." I'm not exactly clear on the details either. But the clothes seem to be a side effect of the power we Mirages use to transform into Carnage form for the first time. I suppose it's proof of our new contract, Itsuki. The uniform of a master that fights alongside Mirages, or something similarly cryptic. Our contract? A uniform, huh? But I wouldn't get too hung up on the clothes. What we transform into are your weapons, the Carnage. So you're free to choose whatever you like. Wear whatever's most comfortable to fight in. That's always served me well. Well, regardless of whatever you happen to be wearing, my sword is yours. Also, the sword changes constantly, so there's nothing static about any part of this, really. Thanks. I'll continue to rely on you, Crom.
どういうことだ?
Perhaps the ends justify the means, but talking to all those women, bleh, I'm still uneasy. What if this happens again? Yep, it's just, we have one minor thing of like kind of lore questioning moment, but then everyone else is mostly just acknowledging the previous side quest and not in ways that are particularly interesting, or most of them had a conversation with their character during said side quest at the end, so they're mostly reiterating the same stuff that happened then. Big brother, I want to ask you a favor. Can you hear me out? No. Welcome to Balloon Palace, yay! Class change, whoa. Class change is a ritual for Chrom and the other Mirages to be reborn into more powerful classes. By performing class change, the Mirage will be able to transform into Carnage specifically for that advanced class. A Master Seal needs to be used to perform this class change. What does that do? Don't forget to check out the new Unity you can perform. You can take a new Carnage, Miyo, or Moyi, and these guys. Alright, let's get the Carnage first. What does class change do exactly, though? Interesting. New one is, yep, that's Moyi. It's two colors sort of interspersed with each other. My damage will jump to 89. And let's see, resistant to lightning, which is good for a lightning user. Although previous ones have been, like, nullifying of lightning. I don't know, so far I haven't really chosen weapons to be specifically resistant to specific things. I feel like you'd really have to know in great detail all of the stats and habits of your enemy beforehand just to pick the specific weapon for the purpose of using it against them. I suppose if I was really, really stuck on a boss, I could carefully attack him with everything to find out his weaknesses, and then write on a piece of paper all of the attacks they use, element-wise, and then customize my equipment of my characters to try to be resistant to the elements that he uses and stuff. Like, that's a thing you could technically do, but you'd have to really be stuck on a boss to justify that kind of work, because going in blind, you can't know in advance what they're going to do. So is this a class change? You said that when I get the class change, I get new Carnage forms, didn't you? So did this? But I don't think that this Carnage form required the class change, did it? So just to be clear, I think I mastered every other weapon, except for the question mark over here, where we apparently have never encountered a certain type of thing. Interesting. Alright, that's everyone's stuff. Draug has axes. Thankfully, we finally have an axe user in the party. It had to be them, the last person to join. We started with a sword and two spears, but one of them was kind of a magic user. Then we added a bow user, a pure magic user, and then finally the axe user to round out the rock, paper, scissors here. If I can get enough of the assists and the session skills, I mean, a group like Itsuki, Tuma, and Momori could be a really good trio of characters to be able to attack absolutely everybody, or at least all the weapon types. Let's see. Let's grab the Radiance next. Endless Act. Once per battle, Momori can survive a lethal physical blow with 1 hit point remaining. That's nice. That's a very useful ability for everyone to have, really.
Mamori!
Seriously though, why is she a puppy knight? Like, why? I get that she's like the protected character and she's cute or whatever, but I just... they really dropped the ball on the whole Fire Emblem part of this game. The most interesting part of the Fire Emblem incorporation to this entire video game is just the rock, paper, scissors of those 3 weapon types and a few other weapon types that are based on Fire Emblem. Aside from that, almost every other element is superficial, and but on the topic of superficial stuff, they didn't even stick to the part of like, let's make them look like fusions between characters from Fire Emblem and characters from Persona / Shin Megami Tensei. Because nothing of the Fire Emblem stuff looks at all like the Fire Emblem characters, which is feels like the whole point of having a fusion between two IPs is to keep the two IPs intact and then make stuff that crosses over between the two, not completely compromise. Instead of doing that, they had the Shin Megami Tensei Persona part is just all invented stuff that's not from any of the other games as far as I can tell. The mechanics are, but all the characters and world are new, more or less. But then also the Fire Emblem stuff is also more or less a weird bastardization of its source material to an extent where it's just kind of... You can tell why they warped the name, because it was originally marketed as Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem, but now it's just Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE, which is that both parts of the name are a weird mutation of the original name to obscure its original roots, to try because the game itself obscured its roots of why it exists, which is weird. It's just weird. Riberama increases appearance rate of enemies in the field for a fixed number of steps. Oh, if you really want to grind, that's actually a nice ability, to be honest. When I was grinding, because I realized I was way too low for the previous boss fight, I honestly, I was a little annoyed by this game's grinding system because you have to run around in circles, but then an enemy spawns somewhere, anywhere really, and then you have to try to find them, and sometimes you'll take 2 steps and they'll despawn because you accidentally walked away from them instead of towards them, and it's actually weirdly like a more tedious process than just running around in the tall grass in Pokemon, for example. So basically the result of the spawning system of enemies in this game makes it more entertaining to play the dungeons themselves when you're just walking through them and progressing, because they spawn all around you and they chase you and you can dodge them and stun them and all that. But it's actually more annoying and less fun when it's time to actually attack them on purpose and grind. Let's look into this whole thing here. So Crom, how's this gonna work? Conqueror. Is there any reason why I wouldn't do it? Let's see. The Great Lord class is an exalted noble commanding respect and loyalty. With balanced power, they heal and support allies. And the Conqueror is a ruthless warlord who seeks battle and conquest, excels in offense, defense, and sword skills. So a good chunk of extra hit points, less EP. He'll be less effective at his healing skills whenever I use them. But otherwise, oh, weird. They're shown as green stats here, too, which is kind of confusing. So I guess the left numbers are his default stats, regardless of his class. And so they modify them even for Great Lord. So I have to be a little more careful how I compare this. So, if I do Conqueror, Strength will increase, Magic will decrease, Skill will slightly increase, Speed will slightly decrease, Defense will increase, Resistance will decrease quite a bit, and Luck stays the same. I don't think Luck's get modified by that kind of thing. So basically his offense and defense do increase from this current setup, so he becomes more of a combatant. But his healing is probably less effective, and he's got less EP overall. I'm interested in giving it a shot. Do other people have the ability to change? They do. So Falcon Knight can change to Wyvern Knight. Dominite's with debuffs and lance skills, whereas this one's helpful with healing and force skills. Probably not going to change her class, honestly, anytime soon, unless I can change to the skills that I lost before. Kane can go Paladin to Dark Knight. This one's balanced. They can adapt to any situation, where this one uses fire and debuffs to cloud the battlefield and confound foes. Yeah. Loses some strength and some defense and stuff like that. Yeah. I'll probably keep him as a Paladin. Sage specializes in curative magic and refined destructive skills, whereas a sorcerer, they raise the battlefield with their sheer arcane might. Basically. So, big offensive spellcaster, and you just give up on all the other options, more or less. Sniper. Expert archery lets them pierce all foes in a single shot. Whereas the assassin, look at that mask, by the way. Assassin is a lethal agent of darkness, adept in Alex skills, and at terrorizing foes from the shadows. Interesting. By the way, on the topic of things that are from Fire Emblem and the overall lack of Fire Emblem stuff in this game, this is actually slight foot and mouth moment where immediately after that I see this thing where like, oh yeah, like upgrade classes. That's from Fire Emblem. They did that part. That's neat. It's kind of interesting because the other Persona games have alternate summons you can have per character, and here we have kind of like alternate summons in that you can have different forms for your character. You'd be pretty easy to change at this point because you're not really... This is the one character that's not really entrenched at all. So his starting one that I've never even played yet, endures all through unbreakable defense and healing skills. So it's a big, tanky, healing Axeman, which sounds great to me. His other one is, yeah, offense over defense, and merciless assault. 3 more strength, 3 less defense, like 50 less health overall. So a few things change there. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in changing to Conqueror though, and I only have 1 Master Seal anyway. Let's give it a shot. Hello. You look insane. It's too bad that this kind of appearance change has no impact on the gameplay, because we never see this character ever, aside from standing around in this town, pretty much. Or maybe some cutscenes.
これでいいかな? それじゃあ、ユニティするよ。行くよ。クラスチェンジ。
この可能性に全てをかける。
お願い、届いて、プルフの力。
俺たちは絶対に負けん。
Tiki, you left Crom in the oven a little too long and he's all singed. New skill awakens within the reborn Mirage. Special performance Raging Blast. Whoa, new cards can unlock through class change. Balmung Tirfing Levathian. Levathian? Like Levathian? Levathian? Now that I've tried to pronounce it too many times, I can't think of the word I'm trying. Levathian. Shit. I can't think of how to actually pronounce the word anymore. Alright, well, let's look into our new carnages then. So can I even use the other ones anymore? It looks like I can still use Mo Yi. Wait. Where are the new ones? These are all green. They must be these... Are there these secret weapons over here? Are those the other ones I had? You said carnages, right? They weren't Radiance, were they? Yeah. Here we go. I'll be ready to do with our side quest in a second here. See if it shows up in my wardrobe, perhaps? There's Mo Ye. I don't see any other weapons here. Maybe I have to find the requirements for them even after I've been told about them, just to get access to them at all. Could be. So don't get mad, guys. I hate it. I hate it. She's gonna look like this, and I won't hear counterpoints to it, because I hate this. I actually hate looking at this in the middle of my action RPG, where people are like, there's been borderline stuff, and I'm like, why does that character have a tail? Why does that character have ears? Why has she got a swooshy? I was a little bit like, why is she dressing like this in general, when it was when he is like an armor man and everything, but fucking Puppy Knight, I can't. This is like the pig. This is like the squealy pig that shows up as a mascot character in the middle of Valkyria Chronicles. I can't. I don't want to be around it. I'd like to avoid that, please. Sorry. I know some of you are more anime tolerant than I am and have literally an insurmountable wall where you can't ever be bothered by anything in anime, but I eventually hit my limits where something is a little too... Why? At some point. Alright, so she's gonna ask a favor. Coffee and donuts! Sure. Thanks! Well, the thing is...
私、ドーナツを食べてみたいんだ。
え？
翼お姉ちゃんから聞いたんだけどね、ヒーホーマートで売ってるハニーキャラメルバナナチョコレートドーナツっていうドーナツが食べてみたいの。
ハニー何？
ハニーキャラメルバナナチョコレートドーナツ。 渋谷でしか買えない人気商品なんだって。入荷してもすぐに売り切れちゃって、オークションで高値で取引されてるんだよ。
へえ。
食べてみたいな。
買ってきてあげるよ。
本当に？
チキにはいつもお世話になってるしな。
やった！ありがとうお兄ちゃん。
キーフォーマートだっけ？ちょっと行ってくるよ。
It's gonna cost 500,000 yen. Tiki, you're doing that thing where you send messages right when I'm outside again. Big brother, it's at the Hiho Mart, okay? The Hiho Mart. It's a double... it's the honey caramel banana chocolate... it went away again. Honey caramel banana chocolate donut, okay? You can do it. Of course I can do it. I'm just going to a store. It's okay. I got this. I got it. I believe in me and my ability to visit a location that I visit every chapter multiple times. So I wonder if there's gonna be a twist here. Is it gonna cost a ton of stuff, or is it gonna be like a weird fictional thing that Tsubasa made up because she's talking to somebody who can't even leave, and she's like making up fun fantasy treats? There's so many possibilities. Oh look, you're here. That's not who I was trying to talk to. Looks like my drama's hit a plateau with the viewer numbers. I think we could get more if they focused on the spotlight more on me. Ha ha ha! Hollywood, 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 Hollywood. Ha ha ha! Let's buy the donuts.
キャラメルチョコレート、
ごめんね。それ今さっき売り切れちゃったところで。女子高生がね、買い占めていっちゃったのよ。今大人気だからね。次にいつ入荷するかもわからないし、ま、足しげく通ってちょうだい。
Oh, messages from Tiki. Big brother, did you buy the donut? Sorry, it's sold out. It looks like a high school girl bought all them ones and left. That were left, I mean. I'm gonna go look for her and see if she could let us have one. Really? Thanks, big brother. We're about to do another scavenger hunt, aren't we? Oh no. Oh no, it's another scavenger hunt. Why is it always a scavenger hunt? Couldn't there be, like, fun new gameplay? Oh. I think I'm starting to hit the point with the side quests where I kind of wish that they were just a cutscene and the game just moved on and didn't have gameplay at all. Just because the gameplay so far is either go into an old Idolosphere and fight low-level mobs for no real experience, but just grinding until somebody gives you a reward. Or the alternative is to walk around Shibuya again to find the right NPC to talk to. And it's like, it feels like an artificial lengthening to an extent. Partly because you can't even pick them up like passively. You have to pick up one side quest at a time for your party members. I think you have to do one at a time. I don't think you can pick them all up at once. Maybe let's put a pin in that. I might be wrong about that. Oh, there she is.
名も知らぬ親切な人。こんにちは。
Oh, that's a specific coincidence. Is the girl with the headphones again? I don't think I'm not wrong, am I? That's Tiki is my waifu, right? So it's the same character from the previous Tiki quest. And it's also in a relatively intuitive location where it's like, oh yeah, we're to take donuts to the coffee shop. That made sense. She went to the coffee shop to work on her Tiki songs, which is oddly coincidental given the context here.
君は確かチキ嫁 P さん。
はい、そうですが。
あれから大丈夫だった？体の調子とか。
問題ないですが。
それはまさか。
ドーナツですが、作曲活動に糖分は不可欠なのです。美味しそうだったんで大人買いしてきました。
君だったのか。
欲しいのですか？
よかったら一つ譲ってくれないかな。代金はちゃんと払うから。
前回のお礼ということで一つくらいなら親切な人に差し上げます。まだ売るほど残ってますし。
ありがとう、本当に助かったよ。
遠慮なさらずご家族でどうぞ。
チキに報告しておこう。
Alright, at least there was a cute little coincidence here where we go back to the person from the previous quest. That said, she gave me a whole bag for free. How many bags does she have? That's horrifying. She, like, I know you're composing songs, but how fast are you eating those? Because donuts kind of go stale, don't they? I don't know if you want to really... I don't know, I don't have that much time with donuts, I suppose, but I don't know if I'd want to keep them around for that long. And, man, she's gonna be the most diabetic person in all of Japan. I got the donuts, Tiki. Oh? Really? I pressed the wrong button again. I'll bring them to Bloom Palace, so wait for me. Okay, I'll be looking forward to it. I was planning on leaving instead of waiting, because I told I could leave this place. Oh wait, I can't, so I'll be waiting for you regardless. You press the bottom of the screen to do next topic when people are talking at you. But right next to that is also all of the tabs on the bottom of the screen for main story, side story, and your various contacts. So I constantly, when I'm going to the next page, will then accidentally go to a different tab altogether. I'm like, oh crap, I'm on the map now. Hang on a minute, I'll be right back. I'll be right back to this conversation. I got big thumbs and it's a little touchscreen. It's not easy. I'm not trying to be overly critical or anything about this stuff. It's just that these side quests do not have much interesting to do. So I do kind of wish that the story would just play out and just get on with it. Donuts, donuts! I want to use the facility. Oh, right, because you can not have the conversation if you want to.
Chiki P がね、分けてくれたんだ。この間のお礼にって。
そっか、あの人が。
チキ？
私、触れないの。お兄ちゃんたちの世界のものに。
え？
私、実体じゃないから、ほんと不便だよね。困っちゃう。だからね、お兄ちゃんが食べて、ドーナツ。お兄ちゃんが食べてるところを見て、それでどんな味か教えてもらえば、私も食べたことになるかなって。
Oh, she can't human. She's trying to be around human people. That's horrible. Just shut her down. Let's try that.
やってみよう。それじゃあ、食べてみるよ。緊張するな。いただきます。
ねえ、どんな感じ？私に聞かせて。
Let's spice things up.
詩的な感じでいくよ。きっとチキもその方が楽しいと思う。
Oh no, don't say that loud.
ハニーとキャラメルとバナナとチョコという惑星が織りなす大銀河。一個のドーナツが作り出す世界観。もはや一大叙情詩。スペースオペラだ。食べる手が止まらない。俺の意識が無意識が味のブラックホールに、いやドーナツホールに吸い込まれていく。
お兄ちゃん？どう？
すごく美味しいよ。
そっか、すごく美味しいか。よかった。ありがとうお兄ちゃん。なんだか一緒に食べてた気持ちになれたよ。やっぱりお兄ちゃんの住んでる世界って素敵だね。芸能みたいに楽しいことがいっぱいで、ドーナツみたいな美味しい食べ物もいっぱいで、いっぱい人がいて、それからとにかくいろんな素敵がいっぱい。ああ、こんな体じゃなかったらな。私っていろいろ中途半端だから。
でもチキは一人じゃないよ。
うん、前場で寂しくなることもあったんだ。一人でみんなを待ってる時とかに、私はこの世界で一人ぼっちなんだって。だけどお兄ちゃんが来て私のこと仲間だって言ってくれて、それから寂しくなくなったんだ。この世界には受け入れてもらえないかもしれないけど、お兄ちゃんたちは受け入れてくれるって。
チキ、
私はお兄ちゃんたちが生きているこの世界が大好きだよ。だからね、絶対に守ろうね。
うん、これからも頼むよチキ。
Hey, experience. No one leveled up though at all? Oh. That's alright though. Tiki's become virtual empath thanks to Itsuki's influence. Tiki acquired the backup skill Performa Finder.exe. Tiki's mysterious power now makes it easy to discover Performa that enemies may drop. There's now a chance of obtaining 2 Performa from session bonuses. I was not fully prepared for the level of drama he was going to insert into that. That was a surprise for all of us, I think. Yes. Can I... Oh, these are all skills... Nope, this is the wrong screen. This is only party members. Artists? Is that where do I go? Just wanted to take a closer look at this kind of thing. Skills? Yep, Performa Finder. Yep, sometimes the number of Performa gained through session bonuses increases to 2. Her other one was higher duration of items and skills that have effects while in the field. Something I've not really take that much advantage of, but if I go into... If I use Momori's ability to basically drop a lure, that'll help. Interesting how Momori and Eleonora both start out with lower stage rank than the rest of the party. They're the same level, and stuff like that, but they start off with a base level of skills, which is that they have almost no skills to use during combat, and they start off, in both cases, I think, with a stage rank of like 2. Which puts them distinctly behind the rest of the party. So I wonder if they require less experience to max out or not, because otherwise these guys would all finish off their levels, and then these ones would be like, what, like 6 levels behind and have to make up the difference if you really, by grinding out a lot or something, maybe? Wait, what are these? Oh yeah, look, their names are changing. So she's a microwave idol. She's got no stars in her name. But he's new talent. He's got 1 star. A new charisma and lovey-dovey. Is that from doing their side quests, I suppose? Because he's now a pro understudy and she's an Amarita girl. And you're a tipsy president. Oh yeah, I've done 2 side quests for you, 1 for you. Huh, so does everyone specifically have 3 side quests that progress their story? Huh, makes sense. And that's tracked there, which actually makes it relatively straightforward. I didn't really notice those little stars on top of their icons before. That's interesting. Let's check in on Barry, and other people, really, too. Contacts, we got messages from Kirya. You get any kind of read on Yashiro? To me, well, it looked as though he was trying to observe something about you. He acts strangely, but he's not the type to get irrational. There's gotta be some reason behind his actions. Tsubasa says, I I guess it's a little late, but I wonder what Tsurugi was doing inside the Idolosphere. If anything happens in this game, every single character has to comment on it, which is a little rough, because I'm looking at a grid of 8 characters' faces, so a lot of them are all going to say that thing about the guy. This is Barry's side quest, though. Hey, Itsuki, the boss is just awful today. Please, you got it. Please, I just said please on accident, even though he's American. I'm accidentally racist at the wrong time. Please, you gotta help me. Come find the lesson studio ASAP. And then there's the map. Doesn't the lesson studio start the next chapter? That's slightly concerning. I mean, I guess I'll just go there and find out. Oh, is that a separate... Oh, yeah, there he is. Barry's outside the building. There we go. That's something to work with. Oh, Itsuki. Thanks for coming. Tsubasa's... Only you? That story's been accepted. Please, tell me more. Is it about her being hard to deal with and only you can help me with this crazy, crazy lady? Because sometimes it feels that way.
限定版のマモリンストラップが欲しいのです。あれをフルコンプしないことには翼のレッスンに集中できないのです。行かせてください。行かせてください。
だからそれは困りますってば。あ、いつきくん、バリーさんがひどいの。
That's his personality quirk.
一体何が起こってるんだ？というか、マモリンストラップって？
マモリンストラップはマモリンのストラップだろうが、そんなことはもうわからねえのか。しかし限定版はすでにどこも売り切れ。氷はもはやショートです。グッドマンもサードマンです。しかし先ほど同志からの情報によってヒーホーマート渋谷店に在庫があることが明らかになりました。こうしてはいられません。バリーグッドマン行きます。
レッスン中もずっとこの調子なの。ストラップ買いに行かせてくれないと集中できないって。
そうだったんだ。
千載一遇のチャンスなのです。行かせてください。ヘイブレーズ。
代わりに行ってきましょうか。
いつきくん、
それでバリーさんが真面目にレッスンつけてくれるなら。
計算通りです。
計算？
なんでもないです。リアリーマジですか。うだつが上がらないガキかと思ってましたが、なかなかどうして気が回るじゃないですか。OK、 交渉成立です。
交渉？
ほら、イチさっさと行ってきてください。こうしている間にもストラップは売り切れてしまいます。
ごめんね、いつきくん。私のせいで。
気にするなって。悪いのは全部バリーさんだよ。
This is insane. This is a real quest? Kiho Mart's across the street from them. He couldn't just walk across the street for just a second? Or even, like, they worked together. This is bizarre. Alright. Alright, not the most likable start for Barry. Get thee to a Kiho Mart. There, you shall be, the path shall be open to you. Why are you talking like that? And just like, there's a fiery, determined man. This is bizarre. Okay, sure. I'll walk across the street now. He's very immature, isn't he? He's so dedicated to his anime toys and figurines and shows that he... Oh, Homart was straight ahead, wasn't it? It was over there. Whoops. He's so dedicated to all this anime stuff that he can't just concentrate on his job for a few hours without having to go across the street to buy a figurine or something. Alright. I'm really glad I don't know these people, in many cases. Tuma's alright. Yuri's alright. She's fine, but kind of annoying. And Momori's alright. Tsubasa and I'm kind of glad there's no Tsubasa and especially no Barry in my life.
いらっしゃい。何かご用？
Weren't you just here for like a donut? That was weird. Why didn't you get this back then?
マモリンストラップって。
ごめんなさいね。あれ大人気で売り切れちゃったのよ。
Of course it has. It could never be that easy.
他に手に入れる手段はないんですか？
限定品だからね。ちょっと難しいんじゃないかしら。
困ったな。
あなたお得意様だからこっそり教えてあげちゃおうかな。買ってった人の特徴を教えてあげるから交渉してみればどう？もちろん私が言ったってのは秘密よ。
ぜひお願いします。
それじゃあトピの方が分かりやすいわよね。送ってあげるから ID 教えて。それじゃ今後ともヒーホーマートをごひいきに。
There's some poor sap watching this right now going, what? You could get her phone number that easily? But my real life. Alright, what's she talking about here? Hello. Sales clerk says, hi. So, about the person who bought the Memorian charm. By the way, I'm actively sharing information that's kind of confidential about a previous customer. This is kind of concerning. This is probably something I could get fired for, honestly. She's not saying that, obviously. She's a woman with a great body in business attire and work glasses. Oh, is it gonna be Mako? But she nonchalantly came in midday to buy alcohol. Yeah, it's definitely Mako. During a work week. I wonder what her job is. That about sums up what I can tell you, though. Thank you. Good luck to you. Why was it easier... In what universe is it easier to communicate that over the phone via text messages when you could have just said those things to me in like 3 seconds? She actually just wanted Itsuki's phone. He's apparently just got a crazy way with women and they just fall for him constantly, and that's why he's probably gonna have like 17 romantic interest options by the time this game ends. And no matter what I pick, the audience will think it was wrong. So it's definitely Mako. And she's probably right here. Yay! She's right here. Yep, glasses, drinking problem in the middle of the day. Yep, that's her. And the question is she like super into the same thing and actually was collecting it, or was she getting it as a surprise for Barry? And this is a whole hilarious misunderstanding that it has me running around for no reason. We'll see.
あら、いつきくん、どうしたの？お姉さんに何か用かしら？
舞子さん、限定のマモリンストラップ買いましたか？
買ったわよ。それがどうしたの？
お願いします。それ譲ってもらえませんか？
それなんだけどね、実は私のじゃないのよ。守ちゃんに頼まれたから買ってきたの。
守に？そう、
私はもう持ってないわ。守ちゃんに渡しちゃったからね。
そうだったんですか。守どこにいるかわかります？
さあ、でも譲ってもらうのはちょっと難しいかもね。とっても喜んでたから守ちゃん。
まあ聞くだけ聞いてみます。
I think I was right. But like not like sort of right in that I think that Mamori might have bought it for Barry, knowing that he was super into it, because they got this whole relationship sort of back and forth. That or Mamori genuinely wants it, in which case I'll probably tell Barry that she wanted it, and then he'll be like, oh, it's for Mamori, and he'll probably be like, oh, it's everything's better now, or something. Hey, Itsuki, did you buy the charm? come back to the base and report in. Yeah, to be fair, I should have been back with it by now. Mamori says... So all of you use topic to contact each other when an incident occurs, right? It makes me jump every time it gets a message. I'm not used to this. Does she not normally have a topic? Interesting. How is this different from using a phone? Is it like Slack, basically? Oh crap. Crap, did he say... Oh no, I think I forgot where she said Mamori was. Oh, topic from Tuma. Always more messages. Damn it, Barry. Why do you have to go and pull this crap? But I guess I kind of see where he was coming from. So what exactly do the Mirages even want to do, anyway? Alright. Slightly, insane messages from Tuma. So I think I was actually supposed to just go right back to Barry. Is he... out? Yeah, he's outside. Maybe I'm just supposed to tell him and he'll be like, oh, Mamori wanted it, that's all better. Maybe he was even trying to give it to her in the first place. Come on, millennial boy. Oh, that's not nice. I was getting tired of waiting for you. Hurry up and get inside.
Hey, Itsuki! 例のブーツはどうしました？なんということでしょう。まさか守り本人が最後の一つを持っていたなんて。ですが守りにくださいなんて言えません。
おじちゃん。あ、いつきさんと翼さんも。あ、守りちゃん。
おう、守り。
よかった。いつきさんのことを探してたんです。はい、いつきさんにこれを差し上げようと思って。
これは
お世話になっているのでそのお礼です。
ありがとう、守り。大事にするね。いりますか？
受け取れるわけがありません。What？
はい、これおじちゃんにも。いつもありがとう、おじちゃん。それじゃあ私はこれで。
守り。
レッスンの続きは。
守り。やはり守りはこの荒廃した三次元世界に神が気まぐれに作り出したもうた天使です。守り。
バリーさん喜んでるし、とりあえずこれでよかったのかな。
レッスン。
守り。
See, Tsubasa? See what it's like to be around crazy people? Hey, level ups. That's nice. At least that happened. Yeah! We had RPG progression on this episode too, on top of all the other stuff going on. Ooh, that's a lot of +1s. Pierre Goodman has become Mamori Maniac, thanks to Itsuki's influence. No, I think that happened all on its own, honestly. Backup skill 3D Heaven. You were taught the art of finding joy in the shabby, undeserving 3D world by Barry, and from now on you will get more money from session bonuses. Sure. I'll take more money, that's fine. Or, as he might say it, more memory. Oh no. So, that was a quest where I didn't have to do anything, and it would have resolved itself, because she was literally already got the thing he wanted and was taking it to him. So the lesson here, Barry, is shut up and do your job that people are relying on you to do, and things will just work out anyway. You horrible nerd that have zero impulse control, and just scream at people because you're not getting your way. Yeah, he's not gonna change.